Hello, everyone. We're here with Ken Dombrowski, executive life coach and master hypnotist. And today we want to talk about childhood trauma. What are the ways that you help people through their childhood trauma in your office?
Well, everyone is going to have a little bit of a unique situation, but still kind of all the same. What we have to do first is we have to kind of identify what it is. We have to go back and talk about childhood stuff. And we're going to have people going to come in and say, oh, well, yeah, this one thing did happen to me once when I was like 6 or 7 years old or whatever that might be. That's something that they think about, have thought about many times over the years, and they're going to kind of maybe even blame a lot of their life issues on that. And that's good to know. That's one that we know really quick, right out of the gate, what are we going to deal with? Then there's going to be other ones that you don't know about. Ones that have been long forgotten. They forgot. A lot of times we will forget the trauma within moments of it actually happening. The mind simply says, nope, we don't want to remember this. We want to push this down and back as far as possible. But as it's being pushed down, it's creating a scar. It is really doing damage that's going to be calculated through our thought processes and feeling processes forever. So what we want to be able to do is we have to go back and find those that we don't. How do you find something that you don't even know is there? Well, it's just there's a process to it. We have this age regression hypnosis, which is one really great way. It's a very advanced state of hypnosis, advanced technique, I should say. So I'm going to take someone you put them in hypnotic trance and then talk to them about their life under the age of 10, for example, and have them scan their life for anything that was painful or difficult or what have you. But whether it be something that we find that's was buried and we found it as new, or something that they already knew, there are a few different techniques as to how to resolve them. We have to face them first and foremost. We have to talk about them out loud. We have to face them. We have to understand what happened. Even if you don't know what happened because it's a long time ago and the people you could ask are gone, we still can understand that we might not understand, and that's got to be okay. So as we go through this process, we understand it. We then have to accept it for what it is. We forgive the circumstances, and we want to be grateful. And we'll even that's my 4-step process to emotional and spiritual well-being, understanding, acceptance, forgiveness, and gratitude. So then we have a bunch of more techniques that we can use, whether they be out loud talking, maybe using neurolinguistic programming, sleight of mouth, different techniques that I use, exercises, visualizations, or even in hypnosis. One that's really awesome, is super powerful. Whenever I can use this one, I love to, is I put someone in hypnosis and they're going to identify an issue in their life as a small child. Then I tell that person while they're in hypnosis is to see themselves there as the full-grown adult talking to themselves as the small child. Now, you're going to look at yourself in the eyes. Your 5-year-old self is looking at your 45-year-old self, whatever it might be, looking at each other in your eyes, and you want you to feel what that 5-year-old is feeling in that moment. Feel their fear, feel their anxiety, their uncertainty, their unknowing of what's going on, that kind of all that going, and now help them understand that it's going to be okay. Your 45-year-old self can tell your 5-year-old self that everything's going to be fine, going to grow up to be a strong, healthy person, great relationships, and the life is a great journey. And we're just going to go ahead and leave this issue behind. So we start doing that, then the person comes out of it and they go, wow, but that just feels amazing. I cannot believe that that's all it took for me to kind of reconcile and let go of that part of my life. And it really does work quite simple that way. Now, unfortunately, sometimes people are going to hold on to it really tight. We might have to do that a couple of different sessions, 2 or 3 sessions in a row kind of thing to keep it resolved, but then it's gone. You can always remember it, but you're not going to have the same feelings attached to it, the same fears, the same problems, the same negative drivers in your behavior. They just won't be there anymore. So those are some ways of doing that.
Would you like to process and let go of your childhood trauma? Schedule a free consultation with us today.